Secretary Panetta, you have mentioned that this budget needs to relate to the full defense strategy. We certainly understand that with the attention to the Asia and the Pacific. We think that Alaska plays a large and a significant role. We have historically, but we think going into the future that that role actually accelerates. There has been a proposal by the Air Force to move the F-16 Aggressor Squadron from Eielson. We've raised many, many questions. Unfortunately, it seems that there are more questions that are being raised after we receive some of the information from the Air Force. We just got the Site Activation Task Force review that was assigned to look at the feasibility of this move. The concern that we have is, in addition to additional questions being raised, you've got a situation where the other forces I think are impacted. You've mentioned that this budget needs to be a balance between all forces. We're looking at the impact to the Guard, which has the 168th Refueling Wing, and how it will be impacted if Eielson is put to reduced hours. We look at the incredible Army training ranges that we have up north that could be compromised at J-Bear. We've got some very serious housing issues that need to be assessed. We are in a situation now where we are trying aggressively to get some very concrete answers from the Air Force on this. We have determined that this proposal is going to cost us this next year $5.65 million in FY13, which does not fall in line with the President's budget. The very direct question that I have to you, Secretary Panetta, General Dempsey, is whether or not you will encourage the Air Force to abandon this plan for Eielson Air Force Base in 2013, take this proposal back to the drawing board, give it the thorough, very comprehensive vetting that it must have to ensure that, in fact, we are operating with the focus, the vision towards the Asia-Pacific, and that this truly does reflect the new defense strategy.
I'll have General Dempsey respond to this as well, but let me make clear that the Air Force was looking for obviously ways to save money because of the responsibility to respond to the Budget Control Act. There are F-15s located at Eielson, there's F-15s located at Elmendorf, and they felt that it was better to try to unify those. I just want you to know, and I've shared this with your colleague as well, that we have no intention of closing down Eielson. It's a very important base for us. It's important in terms of air refueling. It's important in terms of the role that we want to be able to play with regards to the Pacific. And so nothing that is being recommended here in any way is intended to impact on Eielson itself as a future base for the Air Force.
I'll just add, I know that you and Senator Begich are in contact with the Air Force. I won't commit to going back and talking them out of their plan. I will commit to you to go back and make sure I understand their plan better, and then I'll engage with you on it personally, you and Senator Begich.
Well, I appreciate that. I do recognize, though, that part of the proposed savings that the Air Force is looking to is demolishing several buildings within Eielson. The replacement value of these is about $150 million. So it puts it in a situation where it would appear to be kind of a backdoor brack, and that is the concern, the consideration. So again, if I can ask you to do a very comprehensive review, work with us, General Dempsey, I will look forward to your conversation. Mr. Chairman, I thank you, and I will conclude my comments with just a direct appeal. The focus as we look at the infrastructure is all very keen, but it always comes down to our human assets. I remain very, very troubled with the high level of suicide that we are seeing with our military, also with our veteran population. I think most are staggered to learn that we're actually seeing more deaths due to suicide than we are actually out in theater in Afghanistan. How we deal with this reflects on who we are as a nation and our commitment to those who serve us. So I know you are focused on that, but I felt compelled to raise it here.
Senator, I thank you for pointing that out. I'm I'm very concerned by the high rate of suicides. Talking with the service chiefs, they share that concern. And as a matter of fact, highlighted the fact that they were seeing, a higher rate in suicide that they had seen in the past. And what I've asked all of them to do, plus the undersecretaries that are responsible for this, is to immediately look at that situation and determine what's behind it, what's causing it, and what can we do to make sure it doesn't happen.